Hello, everyone. I know it's been a while, and I'm back. So, this is a new series I'm starting. It's just going to be a daily vlog sort of thing. I want to get my thoughts down in a video and also want to do something more self reflective for myself because, I mean, creative outlets, cool, no doubt. But I also wanted to add a little more of myself into these. So, every one of these vlogs will have an intro, tell you guys how I'm doing, what's going on, and maybe a topic for the day, something really short, something sweet, something that I either know personally or I've seen, and a recommendation. It could be a book, it could be a board game, it could be anything, a movie, something that I could recommend to y'all for you to enjoy your time in quarantine or just to pass the time with friends or with family, just anything. That's what I'm more interested in at the moment. So yeah, let's give it a go. I'll focus on the quantity. The creator will focus on the quality. Let's go. Intro. How am I doing? Well, I am doing fucking fantastic. I have developed this new habit of actually doing my bed. So that's been a blast. I reorganized my whole room. See here. But I reorganized my room, shifted everything around, gave the whole room a new type of energy that it needed. Because let me tell you, I just felt like a shut in. So that's something I could definitely recommend. Don't be afraid to move a couple cabinets, change the curtains too. Even that small thing will change your mentality on what you're gonna be doing for the rest of the day. I mean, that's kind of where my life is at the moment. Still hanging out with my family, with my friends, just enjoying the time together that we can, and yeah, just taking it day by day, applying to jobs still, trying to get a remote job if possible, doing background acting stuff on the side whenever they offer. And I got a haircut. I think that's the cool part. I got a haircut. Beyond that, I want to touch on a topic that's really personal to me, moderation and dieting. Now, very broad terms, right? I've had to learn that life is more enjoyable when you live stuff in moderation. It's you hear that phrase so often, but we never really freaking follow it. Like, let's be real here. I was terrible with my eating. I honestly thought I had the best metabolism in high school, and I kept that mentality going when I went to college. And push comes to shove, you get those freshman 15, and then you get the sophomore 20, and then the junior 30, and it just keeps going up. I remember I would spend long nights just going out with my friends at like 12 in the morning and eating Jack in the Box munchie meals, eating McDonald's fries at 1 in the morning, drinking soda too. Ugh, it was really bad. I remember when I graduated, I was at 180-ish pounds, like around there. It was a lot. Considering that I was 135 in high school, I gained 50 pounds over the course of basically 4 years. I was totally floored by that. I could not have imagined a weirder thing to go through. I never felt comfortable in my body. I never felt confident in myself too. That also came across in my work. And even more so when I got back home from college, I didn't change my diet. It became the same diet that I had for 4 years. So I would overeat. I would eat when I'm bored. All this nonsense, right? All this stuff that it would be nice to rein in. And I never took the action to do it until recently last year, before the whole pandemic hit. My friend Kevin, love the guy, love him to death. He got into keto, and I was just so curious about what keto was, what did it involve, what meals could I eat, all that. I honestly didn't believe I could lose a lot of weight in that process. And I know people don't like keto. I know people have this sort of mentality for it, like it's not sustainable, it's not this or it's not that. Understandable. I get it. However, for someone who was really down on their luck, was not getting anywhere in reality, this one change that I made in my life created a vortex of physical success. I actually lost weight, and I changed the way I think about myself too. It's so crazy. You engaging in something completely changes the way you look at the world. It really does. Before keto, I was not able to moderate my meals. I could not for the life of me moderate what I ate. I would keep eating late at night. I would keep eating early in the morning. I would keep eating throughout the day, all these snacks. It gets frustrating, knowing that you have the ability to change it, but you didn't take the dive for it. You didn't dive into the pool of sharks to see if you could swim and escape, right? So I did that. And I want to thank Kevin for dropping me into that pool of sharks and letting me actually escape it, because I mean, I don't think I would have just drowned. I don't talk about this part of my life at all because it was a very weird part of my it felt weird. I never felt confident, I never felt like myself. But when I did keto, and this is the cool part, I went from 180-ish pounds to 147. And it was a awesome lesson in moderation. Keto itself, you're gonna lose weight off of that. That's whatever. But it's the lesson you learn afterwards when you're done with it. That's the more important part. It's the fact that you now have an understanding of what intermittent fasting looks like. What does it look like to actually prep your meal? What does it look like to actually take control of how you're going to eat and when you're going to eat? I think that's the part that I learned. Like that's what I valued the most from that experience. It's I can control what I eat now and I don't overeat. I always try my best to avoid it. And I've been doing great. I've stuck within the 149 to 151 range. So I don't go above that anymore. I restarted my metabolism somehow. No idea how, but it's been a journey. In and of itself, this is more of a testament to, we as individuals have the power to change our diets. Of course, there's fast food, there's all this, especially in COVID, like you want to eat out, all this stuff. But the power of creating your own meals and, making them as bomb as possible, and even better when you cook for family too, when you get them involved in your diet, that makes it easier. That makes it more, you feel more validated because they actually eat your food too. So I just want to impart this knowledge that you have the power to change a lot about yourself. Are you willing to throw yourself into that change that you want? Because I was sick and tired of looking the way that I did. I was sick and tired of not feeling happy with myself. And at the end of the day, I just wanted to be happy and I wanted to feel comfortable again. So you can do it. I know you can. Whatever that thing is, you can 100% do it. And it's even easier when you have a friend. So don't be afraid to reach out. But in terms of moderation and dieting, don't be afraid to take a step back from what you're eating. Don't be afraid to look at yourself objectively and really think about where you are right now and if this is where you want to be right now. And in terms of my today's recommendation, I want to recommend a board game that has been incredibly helpful during the pandemic, and it is Dungeon Mayhem. Yeah, Dungeon Mayhem right here. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, there it is. Dungeon Mayhem. It's a cool little game where you sit around a table with 4 to 6 people and you just duke it out. The whole goal of the game is to just eliminate your enemies. You can play as a rogue, as a cleric, as a mage, as a warrior, a scout. It's so cool. It's an incredibly simple idea of just eliminating your friends, taking their life points from 10 to 0 while using all the cards in the deck or whatever. And it's so easy to learn. Like, my grandmother could learn this. Like, if she knew English, she could learn this. So, if you're looking for a new board game or just something to do with your family and friends, this is a good recommendation. It's incredibly cheap. You can buy expansion passes if you want to really get into it. But that's my recommendation. This is not sponsored, of course. This is just my own personal experience and what I've enjoyed so far while being cooped up in the house, So yeah, this is my vloggy thing. Don't know what I'm going to call it. Don't know what I'm going to title it, but it's been a lot of fun. And I hope that y'all got something from it. I appreciate y'all sticking around with me. It's, again, very simple starts, very simple topics. I just want to be real with y'all. And this is cool because I can still edit and stuff. Creative outlet, you know me. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can like, you can subscribe. Love you guys. See ya.